My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Oh my god, it's Pyreborn under Legion, hell yeah. Seraphitern has chosen of Savagery is here as well, 2 copies of Alchemy in the base deck. Not only that, but also Arkwit's Reservation is our Pyre Heart, so I have the ability once per battle to select the heart to gain 3 additional Ember. That's going to be making it a lot easier for us to play those alchemies. 2 copies of Infectory as well. Spawn 1 on the floor when a unit without troop dies. And finally, Greed Dragon, 2 Ember, 3 size, summon, gain +10/+10 for each Dragon Horde. I seldom get much out of the summon value there. Alright. Let's do it. Oh, also, Lady Kilter, 5 copies of the Bloated Whelp, and 5 copies of Spore Touch in the base deck. I think the artifacts will help you choose the... Yikes. So Breath of Heaven, I've been avoiding a lot because I haven't found many ways to make it better than it is bad. It tends to be an actively bad thing to have. Manifold Mirror, the first room card played each battle is applied to all floors. In a world where I have 2 copies of Infectory, I'm not interested in that at all. However, I can get a different room card that I might want to apply to all floors, and then after that I can play an Infectory. So. Interesting. Have I neglected any of your lines, Gilda? Am I just choosing out of whim at this point? I am! Yay! Which of these lines do I want? I do like Gildest Egg. The Gilded Egg, the Gilded Egg, the Gildest Egg. But I already have 2 copies of Greed in my base deck. I don't really need that for it. I could go Bloat Matron level 3 on Harvest, apply Biogel 6 to enemy units. Whelp units cost -1 on the floor. If it was on offer. Lady Avarice, enchant, grant Avarice 5. I mean, that's the direction I'm leaning, surely. I don't need too many levels in the other line, the Bloat Matron line, because the first level gives you -1 cost to all whelps on the floor, which is already most of the impact it ends up having. So I want Lady Gilda in as many units as possible on the same line as her, but I don't necessarily need to kill on the line. Nice, I got 10 gold from that, from the Avarice. Let's get 10 gold from it once. 10? That was... Yeah, okay, the... unblocked damage. Yeah, the armor is blocking damage. So I only got 5 last round, I got 10 this round. It's okay though. Oh, -1. Aqua's Reservation means I'm only going to be able to play 1 alchemy this round. That's rude. Let's go Infectory, Bloated Whelp, explode. Bloated Whelp, explode. Actually, hang on. That second Bloated Whelp didn't need to explode just yet. Yeah, because I can't replace it just yet. Fallen Champion's already going to take lethal by the time it gets to the top. Or rather, when it gets to the top. So we got to farm some additional HP down here, which was nice. Some additional money, rather, which was nice. Let's make up a little for... There we go. The impact of not being able to play the second Dragon Horde there. Hopefully, I get a way to, like, double stack or consume removal or something like that for them, so that I can get to a full 8 next round. Interesting. Lava Armor on Revenge. Apply Pyogel 3 to the attacker. Very useful. Very useful. But there's Golden Touch. And with Golden Touch, I would have spells that benefit from many different types of thing. Merchant of Steel, Pyreborn. Nice. That's not great. Merchant of Steel, Pyreborn, Merchant of Magic under Legion, Merchant of Steel, Forgotten Powers, and Pyreborn is probably the direction I'm going to want to go. Which means I don't get the magic when I want it, which is next round. I think this is asking me to either take Alchemy or Golden Touch and just not upgrade them. Savagery, having a little bit more access to backline damage, courtesy of Golden Touch, is useful in Savagery, obviously, taking out the Rage Wings. And for exactly that reason, I'll take it. Loam Coat. It's Loam Coat here. Sorry, I can't loot that. That one gets saved. Incredible. Endless and Avarice both go on a Bloated Whelp, and we just throw it on Lady Gilda's line and explode it constantly. Great. Yo! Yeah! Gold 2, 2 Ember, 2 Size, Avarice 5, plus 15 per 100 gold you started the turn with. Yep. You're getting the multi-strike. Oh, we're going down a register for this one. Hell yeah. Well, that works incredibly well, I think. That'll do. Should I give regen 10 to maybe the Greed Dragon just to have a healthy unit? That regen's almost never going to be relevant. Loam Coat? Loam Coat would just keep it high. I'm going to take it, but only because... Only because I fear getting 2 lines in the future, playing extremely greedy the whole time, because of course I'm going to, and then going, whoa, I really wish I'd taken that regen, you know? Get him, Gilda. A Greed Dragon coming out with 2020 additional stats is nice. Aqua's Reservation will allow me to play the Infactory, as well as Exploded Whelp. Loaded Whelp's the goated Whelp. And then this time I'll just summon you rather than taking you out. Annoyingly, I didn't draw to my other Bloated Whelp or the Alchemy before the end of this. It's quite annoying. Quite not good. Let's make sure that your Savage Spearman is dealt with. I could have gotten so much more money out of this. Oh. Thankfully, I got up to 7 Dragon Horde before the end of the fight, which is just an acceptable amount. Snotty Whelp, you're a Whelp, and you deal 1 damage and you play Pyagel 12 to the front enemy unit. On Gelly Sneeze, I like Whelp. I do like Whelp. Do I need another? Yeah, no. We're going to need more Whelps in this deck, and I think I'm going to have to go Capacity as one of mine as well. Let's take it. Proliferate. 1 Ember Consume, propagate on all units, enemies, and allies. So we're happy to loot this. We get a random artifact for it. I would have preferred a selection, but it'll be good enough. Whelp supply Biogel 3 on strike. I really like that, but unfortunately, this is not a strike. Them using their ability. First turn +2. Unit gains Biogel, gains +1 stacks is probably the direction to go with this. Because... oh my god, starter cards cost -1. I don't even need to get the... I don't even need to get the Bloat Matron line online. Although Bloat Matron would give me the ability to start giving Pyagel to units. So, that's relevant as well. Sustained magic power definitely goes on Golden Touch. Double stack doesn't really have many good targets right now. I don't think Spore Touch desperately wants that. Heal your Pyre equal to its cost. Throw that on an Alchemy wouldn't be too bad. -2 cost Consume, unfortunately, is garbage here until I have a Consume removal first. Ooh, that could be fun. Squad Leader. 1 Ember 1 size, grants trample to Fungi. I will need a second floor, and the second floor will have Fungi on it, especially courtesy of the Infectory already. So nothing wrong with that. I think I might benefit from quickly having a look in the Celestial Alcove first to see if I get a spell that really wants to be affected by those. Yeah. It's a little frustrating when some of the things that are offered in events like this are only relevant to one clan, and if you don't have that clan, it's irrelevant to you entirely. Like, Awoken Rail Spike, obviously ridiculous for absolutely everyone. Shroud Spike, if you don't have Umbra, almost certainly completely irrelevant to you. Spike of the Hellhorn, Spike of the Legion. It's gonna be Spike of the Legion here. We'll find ways to propagate something dumb over the course of this run with that. Even if it's just increase the troop sack size, it'll be fine. Although, that becomes a much better target for the Holy Stone. Oh, you can't double stack. Of course. Yeah, there's the Consume removal. And Spell Chain. If you Consume, Remove, Proliferate, you then Spell Chain that. The only problem is, like, I can Consume, Remove Alchemy, but I'm not Spell Chaining that. When am I going to play that much in a single turn? Like, I can Consume, Remove Spike of the Legion, but then what am I just Spell Chaining? Proliferate as it currently exists, and then also, like, cycling Spike of the Legion back into the deck is good. That'll generate a lot of additional health over the course of the run for us. I'm going to -1 cost the Golden Touch, and I'm going to throw the Spell Chain on Proliferate. Plus 20 magic power and Consume. If anything could have taken it, I probably would have. Especially because we're about to go into Archeon, I'm trying to buy as much power as possible so that I can be as greedy as possible and come out the other end flying. I need space on the bottom floor for a whelp as well as the inevitable troop, which means I can't play a squad leader down there. There you go. Spike of the Legion for a giant amount of avarice on Goldtooth, which is not bad, especially with your multi-strike. I think I can Snotty Whelp the bottom line. I probably just want to proliferate this second line a bunch. But also I do have Spike Legion as well as Loam Coat for doing that. I think I have to play Snotty Whelp in front as well, because otherwise it'll never get taken out, and I do want it to die eventually. Let's give you some decay, because I will be propagating this floor. I think I should probably drop the Aquit's Reservation this turn, just so that I can go like, propagate, Aquit's. Spike of the Legion. So now we're up to 15 Avarice on Goldtooth. No one's attacking at quick speed though, so... No, Loamcoat needs to go out on the field. Although I guess Loamcoat eventually wants to go on the troop. Nice! We finally got bloated well. The Endless Avarice one, mind. Sorry. I should use the Avarice one first because it wants to see as many targets as possible. Archeon deals damage directly to our pyre if there's no one on the floor, which there won't be. But I could also play 2 Spear Stewards, and then you'll clear both of them, and then there won't be anyone on the top floor. I'm going to let you do that, and I will be taking the 5 damage. I couldn't really prevent the 5 damage. Oh, I need Infectory. Without getting it, Lady Gilda just falls apart pretty early. Wow, legitimately, I can't save Lady Gilda on the bottom line without it. Oh well. Thankfully, Goldtooth has gotten some additional damage here. Oh boy. There's the Infectory. Squad leader with a shield suit in the front line, someone with a bloated whelp, and then exploded the bloated whelp. Getting a fungi for my troubles. Can't prevent that either. Actually, I can prevent the 5 damage on that top line, I believe. Because of the troops that will be spawned. attack, spawn troop, attack, kill troop, attack, kill bloated whelp, spawn troop. 5 damage prevented top line. Yeah, I really don't want to take 6 additional damage from that top. Dragon Sword 5. I mean, we got out of there. That's what it's about, right? Cast a Dragon Staff in can't. Deal 1 damage to all enemy units. That will trigger Avarice. Unfortunately, Lady Gilda doesn't give herself Avarice, so I would have to give that to another unit who stays alive on her line. But that means I give it to Squad Leader. Oh. But there's a Magma Cultist. Magma Cultist, Dragon Staff, bottom line, Avarice. I do still need capacity. Right? Yeah. I can't loot that. I needed to have another artifact in it, damn it. Alright, so this is Merchant of Steel. I'm looking for a... Oh. Merchant of Trinkets, though. There's another Merchant of Trinkets in just a second. Merchant of Arms. Under Legion Banner. Merchant of Arms. Under Legion Banner. No. There's actually not that many upgrades to the Merchant of Steel that are super relevant right now. Endless on Snotty Well would be fun. Play that in front on the bottom line every turn. There are so many trinkets that absolutely break this open. After using the ability, friendly units gain +5 damage. Sounds good to me. Means Lady Gilda just keeps scaling damage on that bottom line easily. First time a spell card with Consumer's Blade each turn. Draw 1. I do that. Sometimes. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot. My next Merchant of Magic is opposed by a Merchant of Trinkets, so I'll probably be going there. And then there's a Merchant of Magic after that. So, like, the next time I actually get to take advantage of this is way, way later in the run. So the spell's likely to be less impactful to the run in general. I'll roll here. Start a turn, fully healer champions. I mean, Gilda kinda does want that. Playing stewards and then just exploding them immediately would be pretty cool, but not really any length in doing that. It's not a turn fully healed. I honestly don't want any of these that much. Apply 10 Pyre Gels to non-flying boss enemy units that enter the line below the Pyre Room. No. Let's have a look at the health, though, because Infectory will come out pretty early, which means that the additional health on Gilda is probably not that relevant at all. No, I do need to chump block for you. None of that's... That actually was really unfortunate for us. It could have been a lot better. Well, if units cost -1 on this floor, or plus 10 damage per 100 gold you started the turn with. It's pretty good. Gives us some scaling damage. We will have a lot of the time. On harvest, apply Pyogel 3 to enemy units. Literally just the bottom floor exploding does Pyogel to all the enemy. I've got to take at least one level of low major, and I can't turn that down. Wildwood Tome gives Tome of Contracts and Tome of Evergrowth. Apply the ability Evergrowth to a friendly unit. Regen 3, sap 3. So there's actually a really good reason to take that. It's because it's a cooldown 1 ability, which means every single turn it's just +5 damage to the entire floor. Which, like Green Dragon or Goldtooth could easily just use every turn and benefit from. I mean, the Tome so that I could try and quickly sweep on the bottom line would be nice, but like I don't really have sweep units. Give me the Evergrowth. Both times I've chosen the Underlegion there. Rude. I'll survive, but rude. Not allowed to incant against this guy. Literally just not allowed. Hold. I might be able to do that in a better way by going Bloated Whelp first, explode, more money, and then I take out the unit. Squad leader limits the bottom line a little bit, unfortunately. It's like squad leader, 1 troop, and then Loaded Whelp, which makes it harder to summon a Snotty Whelp down there. After Infectory, at least. That said, having another unit attacking on the bottom line literally just for the Avarice is nice. There we go. We'll sap the Ravenous Zealot and just plus damage this floor, allowing us to knock down the Penitent Prayer Stone, start pushing. I mean, as long as the Shield Steward was capable of dying very soon, I'd be happy to play it on that line. I think we're okay here. Line's taken care of. That one's going to be sapped and taken care of. 10. So yeah, you'll die by the time you get to the top. Great. Aqua's Reservation. Hold up. Am I only... Yeah, I'm only 2 Dragon Horde away. I literally don't need to play the second alchemy. I will still use Aqua's Reservation this turn. Because I'd really like to get the Infectory down. Thanks for the troops, bucko. Loaded well. Boom. Actually, hang on. If I play a spell first, the Bloated Whelp will take them all out. Bloated Whelp, get him, bucko. Huge booms. Greed Dragon's exactly ready to be played for maximum value. Unfortunately, I don't get to play the Calcified Ember that turn. It's okay, though. Actually, here I don't want to play the spell first, because I want both of the whelps to be able to explode. I mean, yeah, I guess I play another Infectory out. Sad thing is, so many of my units are very vulnerable right now to, Kota, not Kota, your Kel. In a very annoying way. Hold, actually, I don't even need to play a spell on that floor. I just need to take out your backliners. And that's just a simple matter of using 2 whelps. You got good money. Mind Gauge. 1 Ember. 4/4 to a unit, and on Resolve, reduce cooldown by 1. Do we have any other units with an ability? Because it looks like the only ability right now, well, I mean the only abilities are immediately kill yourself, so not relevant. Or the Tome of Evergrowth, which also doesn't find it relevant, because both of them have a cooldown of 1, so you can't cool them down twice in the same turn with it. Merchant of Arms is next to the Underlegion banner in the next area, which is... Is that where I go? Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Trinkets. Probably do go Arms, to be honest. There's a lot of value there for us, especially with the Manifold Mirror I'm not especially using well right now. Devilish Details. I like Dragon Horde. I might need that to be able to complete a full 8 in the next fight after this. Stuck Up Whelp is nice, but I really don't have space for it on the bottom line, and, like, tell me I need additional Avarice. Tell me I need additional Avarice. Grow Room. All units propagate 1 at the end of the next turn. Incredible. Increase max hold by 2. You have to take it as soon as you see it. When a unit dies, decay. Decay is spread among enemy units. Playing a spell reduces other spells to 0 cost for the rest of the turn. Unfortunately, my most expensive spells are unlikely to be played on the turn with anything else. When a unit dies to decay, that decay is spread among... When it only when it dies to decay. Oh, that's even worse. Whoa, Volatile Gauge. I gotta say, Volatile Gauge looks really good here. Yes, it randomizes a lot of stuff, but X cost. All of these spells have -1 to their cost already. We've got 2 costs on a lot of the minions we're summoning the opening, so they're more likely to get cheaper than more expensive. It obviously is incredible for the alchemies. Our bloated whelps have -2 if they're played on Gilda's Floor, -1 for Vola's Fork, and -1 from Lady Gilda, so they're very playable still consistently. And of course, it draws 2 additional cards each turn. Helps me justify going not capacity, helps me justify going Ember again after Kale. I can't sacrifice the bottom line with Inferno Room in Savagery, because Savagery has enough amalgams that you end up taking a huge amount of fire damage for doing so. I mean, I can do it. It's a pretty expensive solution to that, though. Sacrificial Chamber is more than I require right now, by far. Like, letting an Inferno Room just have at it on the bottom line for a while will be good. I want to make Cursed Dragon Staff deployable, though. I'm going to reroll. Seer's Gold is a 0 cost and will most likely end up increasing its cost if I roll it. Sorry, if I run it, rather. Overgrowth Carapace. I don't really run units on their own line right now. I don't know when I'd really get the opportunity to take advantage of that. Slay. This equipment gains +1 damage permanently. If I trigger the... if I trigger Cursed Dragon Staff, it incants to deal 1 damage to enemy units. Incant should attribute the slay to the unit that did it. I'm going to take a Bloodthirsty Blade, and I'm going to combine these two. Hang on, right before I do so, let me just get the original shots of them. It's very expensive, but it is deployable. Also, at this point, with the Volatile Gauge and all, it's far more important I just straight up remove the Spear Stewards I'm never going to use again. And it's getting pretty important I remove a Spore Touch too. I mean, just a prickly puffball to throw on its own line isn't that bad. Can't be too mad about it. Leaky Pen, -1 energy per turn, draw 2 additional cards per turn. Am I ready to draw 9 cards a turn? Wallow's Bloodletter. Friendly units get +12 damage, deal 1 damage to friendly units each turn. That's gonna take out my whelps. Also tries to trigger this revenge, but there's no attacker in this situation, so it doesn't do it. Nope. Nim's Oath. Start of turn, apply Dazed 1 to a front enemy unit on a random floor. I'm leaning Leaky Pen and just working it out. Honestly, drawing 9 cards a turn, I'm doing it. Volatile Gauge and Leaky Pen. What? I could never need another draw relic at this rate. Start battle, landing units bring each floor. Why not? That's what the Prickly Puffball is for. Oh my god. Let's go. Oh my god. The summoned units, the Misshapen Fiends. So yeah, I definitely want them all dealt with by the Prickly Puffball, so I don't have to worry about the additional corruption hitting units that are going to stay alive much longer than that. Hell, I might even summon the Greed Dragon with actual stats on it here. Magma Cultist, and then you get the merged equipment. Let's go. I'll tell you what. Empyrean Well, Merchant Trinkets. I'm really keen on the idea of hitting that Empyrean Well, duping this equipment so that I can deploy it on both Gilda and Magma Cultist, and then I just play out a bunch of spells when anything enters the round, and we just gain a bunch of coins and kill them all. Sounds good to me. Alright. I do want Grow Room. This thing tried to randomize a bit. Wait, what do you mean 2? What do you mean 2? Where's the Vol of Orc? If you're only reducing your cost by 1 on this floor, but like, is it showing what it? No, you must have randomized a base cost of 3, and you're being -1 to that. Yeah, that makes sense. That'll do it. I'm going to use Aqua's Reservation this turn so that I can Golden Touch a unit on the top line. Hit Alchemy and then summon Greed Dragon. Keep that top line safe. Gotta play that Devilish Details. Without Infectory, bottom line is very vulnerable constantly. Yeah, I needed additional units yesterday. That 15 additional corruption for Lady Guild is just not survivable. I'm not... That should not be the row where I plan on, playing. Let's purge that Ember. Ember. I play as many spells as I can down here, and a lot of them are free. That's very useful for us. And then an opportunity to spike for additional regen on the top line. Thankfully, you're going to propagate additional Pyogel and Decay at the end of the turn, which is relevant. Oh, nice. Perfect Golden Touch. A lot of damage out of that. We almost got lethal with that. Alright, we're just short. I can send you up and then let you die to the pyre, taking another 19 damage, I think it was. But being able to sap you... I wonder if I'm... Yeah, much better served there. I don't need additional equipment for gaining soul. I'll take Dragon's Breath. Just a great card, especially when I have Volatile Gauge. Applies Pyogel 11, deals 10 damage to enemy units. I'd make that holdover if I could. Speaking of cards, I'd make holdover if I could. Inhale. Deal 10 damage to an enemy unit and Slay Spawn 2. Great. Gives me a jump blocker as well as kills a backline unit. We looting 10? Definitely. Spells gain +3 damage for each upgrade on their card. It's pretty good for the old Golden Touch. Only card that cares about it though. Medallion of Superiority, +3/3. For each upgrade on a unit. I'll take it. Dragons and Whelps gain 8 additional damage. Ooh, when you equip a friendly unit, apply Conduit 4. Do I use Conduit at all? No. Not really. Take Sharpened Teeth there. Dragons applying Pyogel 5 on strike is incredible. Unit cards without upgrades cost -1. Would make it very difficult for me to miss out on playing any units in the opening. I say any units. There's certainly some units I wouldn't be able to play, but Magma Cultist comes free. Yeah, that's huge. The Propagate, when you add a third unique status to a card, is also incredible. I would have loved to be able to take that there. -1 energy per... +1 energy per turn. -3 Ember in setup. I'm taking this because it's going to be incredible. It's going to be bad right now, but it'll be incredible in a moment. When any unit dies, their Pyogel spread on enemy and Jack Strips, both incredible. Blights and Scourges cost 0! Yay! Fungi gain 2 additional damage per stack. Yep. Maybe that was irrelevant. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Second bloated well. No, we already solved this problem, didn't we? It's the deployable merged equipment that's absolutely busted. If I get to play two of them, if I get to play one of them, it's fine. Having two of them as well makes it much more likely that I end up with one that has a low enough cost that I can afford to play it. Oh my god, I have one Ember. Oh boy. One deployment Ember. No. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Magma Cultist is 0 cost, Merged Equipment 0 cost, Lady Guild is 0 cost, Squad Leader 0 cost. We will be fine. And then a Greed Dragon. Get out of here, Castleblade Ember. Kelly sneeze at him, then take a unit out, courtesy of... Actually, let's check that the Magma Cultist is even giving me money for that. It is, right? Kelly sneeze, summon, hit. It's not. Okay, well, let's at least check that you are getting the Slay Trigger from that. Yes, you are responsible for one of the units dying, so at least it is getting the Slay Triggers. I will Aqua's Reservation this turn, because this is a huge turn. Let's drop more merged equipment on the field. Get him. I do want Grow Room. Same turn as Alchemy, though. Also, maybe I need Infectory instead, just for the defense on the bottom line as well. Summon, which we immediately get, thank you. Prickle Spot Ball can take that line. And in terms of just adding additional defensiveness to the bottom line, let's Loam Coat the Fungi so that you're also gaining 2 additional stat per turn. I really want to play Dragon's Breath, but, like, realistically, I have to play Alchemy. Kale's already regretting being in this game. 144 Pyogel on Kale because I was giving it to all of the units and then I killed them all. So it all just got propagated straight to Kale. Oh my god, we already just confirmed the kill. That's a mistake. I can't kill this turn. I don't want to kill this turn. I get Golden Touch next turn, which is the 10th Dragon Horde. So I just kind of have to twiddle my thumbs here, I guess. Can't use it to kill the boss, unfortunately. Yep. We are absolutely going to be slaying him. Shoot. I'll try and heal the Pyre as much as I can at the end of that turn as well, and then just show 3 spells on the bottom line. Basically kills everyone no matter what. Doesn't matter what the spells are, they just kill. Contagious. Enemy units propagate 4. Add a copy of this card to your discard pile. Superheated. Double the amount of Pyogel on a unit. I gotta say, I would be able to abuse the ever-loving hell out of that for Seraph. But also, I don't need to use it to already abuse it for Seraph. Whereas I have the opportunity here to guild Contagious, so I'll do that. No way around it. I have to take Hell's Flame. Spells gain 3 damage for each upgrade on their card, and friendly giving armor to friendly units on ability usage is huge. Emote Tome. Create an ephemeral copy of the first spell you cast each turn. One of the most ridiculous relics in the entire game. Take your most busted spell and play it as many times as you'd like, please. This is going to be left for Merchant of Magic. Full heal before we hit a Celestial Alcove, just in case it's Savagery. I think scaling the damage on Lady Avarice makes more sense at this point, considering how much Pyogel application we already have on the bottom line. It wouldn't really change that much. Hold over. Hold over Dragon's Breath with a double stack on it? I mean, I would like to reduce its cost by 1 to make it much more consistent to be able to play, though. That's actually much more important, yeah. -1 intrinsic means it's available in the opening hand. It keeps going from then on, so that's huge. Reduce the cost of Contagious as well, and +10 for Inhale Holy Stone. I don't think I need another Holy Stone in the deck at the moment. I'm gonna save my money. Celestial Alcove, show me what you got. Else is probably awoken, right? That card is absolute garbage. I could double stack it. It will be completely irrelevant in almost every circumstance. I'm not going to take morsels when I don't have anywhere to play them. It's way too late for regen to be part of my, 5 regen. Even though I could have, I don't even have the double stack left there anymore. Yeah, it would not have done anything. Gotta remember, I don't need to take this trial if it's gonna hurt me. I don't even need to worry about the trial. That's what the jack strips are for, baby. I can't believe they all randomized 0 cost. So despite the fact that I guess, yeah, I can set up a second floor already. Cool. Loaded well. Loaded well. Loaded well. Sick. That was the first spell I played? What? That is obviously not what I thought was going to be the first spell I played. That many copies of Proliferate would be kind of wild. But realistically, all it's really doing is 6 additional Avarice to both of these characters, but that is a lot of money considering Magma Cultist and Squad Leader are going to be the 2 people holding the Dragon Staves. I can just dupe a later alchemy, one that costs a better amount. Yeah, this is... Oh, it's even more. It's up to 13. Wow. Two abilities on the field is just the ability to give plus 10 damage and plus 6 armor to the entire floor every turn. This snotty whelp alive. All of the free scaling you get. It's so wild. I need to draw alchemy when I can play it twice. Sadly not what's happened here. god, I have more gas. Come back to life, please. I have so much more gas. Wait, hang on, did that cost me an ember? I think that cost me an ember. Wait, but I'm 8 out of 10 at the moment, so I don't even need to double... Yeah, I don't even need to double the alchemy, we're fine. I do need to at least play it once. Oops. Let's give you some regen to propagate, I guess. This is an anti-incant boss, and I would very much like to just incant my way through it if I can, because I think that'd be fun. And it does seem like, that's working for me there on the bottom line. Yeah. There's certainly a version of that where I wouldn't have even lost a unit. Another Dragon's Breath? Well, be. Why not? More the merrier. Fertile Ground. Consume, spawn 1, then spawn 1 for each more card in your consume pile. I'm going to take Dig Deep. I do just want to be able to spawn some guys consistently. Good jump blockers. When an enemy unit ascends, they gain fire gel 2, and then they'll take 3 damage to the jackstrips. I don't know if the order of acquisition of relics impacts how that goes. If anyone knows, please tell me. I would love to know. Ember Charge. On your first turn, 2 additional energy. Huge. And at start of turn, friendly units propagate 1. Thank you. There's not that many spells that I really want to upgrade at this point. Summoning a whelp reduces the cooldown of friendly units by 1. That is insane! Oh my god. Okay, so, on the bottom floor, when I use a whelp, it will refresh, I mean, as long as I've used the, as long as I duplicate the Tome of Evergrowth by playing it first with Emot's Tome, then every time I play a whelp on the bottom line, I get to use 2 additional abilities for summoning the whelp. On deployment phase, draw an equipment card from your deck, reduces cost. Sure, that'll draw the loam coat. On deployment phase, draw a room carded. I like that. On turn start, spawn 1 per 20 cards in your deck. Great. That. Units get an extra upgrade slot. I like that too. I like a lot of these. Units without upgrades probably want to stay without upgrades because they don't really benefit that much from an upgrade. But they lose the energy defense that they would otherwise have. I think like large stone, endless, high health, prickly puffball sounds good to me. Because then you can just sit on your own floor and prevent incoming damage. Got an Empyrean Well. What really wants to be the target of that at this point? And is it Goldtooth? Oh, if I could give Quick and Haste to it? Quick and Smidgestone to it, I would. But I can't. I'm gonna give you Quick. And sure, plus 14 damage, and then I'll give plus 10 regen to the Greed Dragon as well. Okay, cool. So that middle floor is going to have a second Goldtooth for just for pushing damage. We're gonna farm hundreds of gold in this fight, and then in the boss fight against the... I'm gonna get too many things in my deployment phase. That's the real problem right now. I might be drawing like 13 cards in my in my opening phase right now. Terrifying. Certainly trying to draw 13. There's the Infector on every floor. That piece of merged equipment has to go down, otherwise I end up losing. And Gilda, you can wear a long coat. I don't really want you to wear a long coat. There's a world where Prickly Puffball hits Loam Goat, stays in the mid line. You become the defender for that line. Greed Dragon never gets played. That's actually a pretty good world. There it is, Dragon's Breath in the opening hand, and it's ready to kill a chosen assassin for us. It has chosen this assassin to kill. But before I do that, let me just very quickly see. If I was only keen on... Oops. Can't play a spell yet. Otherwise I have to commit to playing the right spells. I do want to get Dragon Sword out of this fight as well. I can still loot Dragon Sword after this combat. So... I think. I'm pretty sure about that. And yeah, just Fungi takes the damage on that line. Oh my god. Twisting Mycelium is so good. Summon a jump blocker every single turn. Oh no, I don't have space for Goldtooth on that next floor. No. That's not what I wanted. I don't need to play Devilish Details twice like that. It's got to be a different spell. Dragon's Breath immediately kills them all. That's the reason I don't want to run in that direction yet. Okay, Bloated Whelp. You explode. Then Contagious. Contagious again. It's got to be Grow Room on the bottom room now. Yeah, I've gotten enough. I got enough units out of that. Great Dragon, you can happily hit top. And heck, summon a Gold Tooth behind you. Yeah, that was a huge amount of harvest that was triggered as the enemy collapsed our fungi stack there. Let's get the squad leader on the bottom line. Hold up. I do have the Tome of Evergrowth in this hand. Let's give that to the two of you. I'm going to get less money from this turn, unfortunately. Wait. Oh, it's the two of you, and then I have to use the abilities from it as well. It's so tricky. Summon. Both of you may have an ability. Both of you may use that ability. Great. Then I summon a Bloated Whelp. Oi! Oi! Hey! Hey! Oh. Okay, their abilities are back. I literally had to just leave the floor and then come back, so it's a visual bug? Strange. Explode that. Summon another whelp on the floor. Okay, maybe it just took a second to resolve and I was far too impatient. Just gonna straight up prevent the Chosen Assassin from getting to attack. We're up to full Dragon Sword, so I'm now ready to end the fight. Not that there's like nothing else I could accomplish, but there's nothing else I need to. Load. Contagion. 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 Yeah. Yep. Yep. That went pretty well. by the end of that fight, I mean, yeah, the additional damage on the equipment is nice, but it's almost irrelevant to be fair. Yeah, by the end of that fight, the contagion was just increasing the amount of decay on enemies so much that as soon as the... Where is decay transferal? Where? Do I not have decay No, yeah, as soon as the gel transfuser went off, Seraph had, I think, about 1,000 Pyogel by the end there. Equip friendly unit, constructs irrelevant-ish, but the other ones are fully irrelevant as well, so. Almost exhausted the Pyreborn artifacts there, would love to do that. Friendly units gain 1 damage on summon and slay. No, I would rather not do that. I mean, I could, but also I could just take Dragon, supply by Gel 5 on strike, and that would be ridiculous for us, so I'll do that. The great abyss yawns in front of us. Grow room on every floor is an incredible hit. Gilda with Cultist with Squad Leader all for 0 on the first turn is also incredible. Very expensive prickly puffball is unfortunate. Probably means I need to run a Greed Dragon midline for a while, which is fine. It's what I was originally preparing to do. Unfortunately, also, the other merged equipment for the bottom line is not in a great position right now. I have about 1 turn to find a good version. Interesting. I'll be duping the Tome of Evergrowth for the bottom line to get some additional abilities down there every turn. I'm going to be sapping and regenning the hell out of Savagery, because you will die without regen being relevant at all. You've got Pyogel and Sap on you. Backline's only got Sap. I'm about to propagate the entire floor a ridiculous amount of times as well, so in anticipation of that, I think I should get Sap on each of my enemies here. Then we'll proliferate and proliferate. One more time. I can do this correctly, I'm sure of it. Tome of Evergrowth. 1 to each of you. All of that's good so far. Then, Dragon's Breath. So now they're proliferating. Dragon's Breath is Pyogel, not Decay. Do the Decay spell, Raps. Give them another stack. I got this. There we go. Especially because once their Biogel gets high enough, having Decay on them is just like attacking an additional time each turn. Nice. Well, there's that first piece of merged equipment. Contagious is here, ready as well on that line. Hold up. Gotta remember, gotta use my abilities before I summon any whelps on that floor. That's what the whole thing is about. Yeah, okay, it can be very delayed, which is what happened to us earlier, I suppose. Certainly don't need Dragon's Breath. Just playing enough spells approximates the outcome of Dragon's Breath. It's just a very good dense spell. There we go. You don't even get the attack. And neither do you. Down some additional equipment. I'm fine with Curse of Entropy being played. Oh no, that top floor's where my guy was gonna go. You know, my guy. Oh boy, I forgot for a moment that I can emote Tome the Highlight. That's absolutely now my priority. Entropy's now dead. When Savagery comes down, you'll be dead. So yeah, just Dominion. Just Dominion. Dominion is going down, and it is not close. Suppose I might as well throw some Spore Touch up there eventually, why not? All zero cost. They're all zero cost. Oh no, my Snotty Whelp didn't die. I'll have to take it out myself if I want it to be dead. Let's add some stacks to you because he can. Yeah. Emote Tome twice next turn will be all they wrote. This went pretty ridiculous. Magma calls us with 168 damage. What are you even getting all that damage from? Oh, literally that damage is coming from an endless procession of whelps summoning on this floor and then sacrificing themselves, as well as obviously the ability of the Tome of the Evergrowth. In with the double Pyrelite, and that's a good run. Another clan combination completed. We even gilded 5 cards this run. It's been a long time since I've seen this +1 more, +2 more. Goldtooth, Contagious, Dragon's Breath. What were the other ones that we gilded there even? 2 Underlegion cards. Quickly tell me what they were. I know Contagious is one of them. Oh, Squad Leader. Yeah, no, I hadn't won a run with Squad Leader yet, apparently, as well. So it's Contagious, Squad Leader, Goldtooth, Dragon's Breath, and one final one, which I cannot remember for the life of me at the moment, but honestly does not really matter that much. I mean, realistically, the real strength of this run was abusing, for the bottom line, the real strength of those units was abusing the Tome of Evergrowth. The only thing is, while I was doing that, I was also killing all of the enemies that would be taking damage to that. Oh. Such a ridiculously busted run. Let's head back to the outpost. What? I didn't think there were any more of you!
I think I lost them.
Here he is!
Get him!
Ah! Get away from me!
Come back here! I want my gold back!
How do I get rid of this tail?
When will these boils go away?
Why are the dead not coming back to life after I splash them with moon water?
What?
Nothing.
What am I gonna do? There you are, my gold-covered ice cream.
That's right, they have the same voice now.
How would ice cream survive in hell?
Details, details. Anyway, I saw you were doing very well for yourself. I knew you would. I was thinking, what do you say about taking our relationship to the next step?
You mean?
Let's combine our treasure piles.
Oh, my diamond-encrusted filet mignon!
My golden puppy! Now that we're sharing our assets, what do you say to me becoming a co-owner of your new business?
Oh, well, honestly, I was thinking of starting a new business. Maybe a life insurance agency?
Oh? Well, if that's the case, what about a sale? Moonwater Enterprises in exchange for all the debt you owe me.
Sold! Congratulations on becoming the new CEO. Bye-bye, you can't take it back.
Manipulating that stupid dragon was as easy as taking gold from a hatchling. We have some complaints.
Phoenix!
For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2, top left of the series playlist for all my content of the Game Pass Pros and future YouTube recommendations down below, streaming past on the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. I report the thank you and a special thanks this episode to Dyla. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you all next time.